The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey is a self-help book that focuses on developing personal and professional effectiveness. The book presents a holistic approach to personal development and offers a set of habits that are said to lead to personal and professional success. The 7 habits Covey presents are: 1. Habit 1, be proactive, taking responsibility for one's own actions and decisions rather than simply reacting to circumstances. The author uses the story of a man who was stuck in a dead-end job to illustrate the difference between being proactive and reactive. 2. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind, visualizing and planning for the desired outcome in advance. The author uses the story of a successful businessman who spent time visualizing his ideal future before starting his own business. 3. Habit 3, put first things first, prioritizing important tasks and activities over less important ones. 4. Habit 4, think win-win, looking for mutually beneficial solutions to problems. The author uses the example of 2 rival companies who found a way to collaborate and benefit each other to illustrate the principle of win-win thinking. 5. Habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood, trying to understand the point of view of others before communicating one's own ideas. The author uses the story of a couple who had communication breakdowns to illustrate the importance of understanding and being understood. 6. Habit 6, Synergize, working together to achieve more than could be achieved individually. The author uses the story of a group of individuals who come together to form a successful team to illustrate the power of synergy. 7. Habit 7, sharpen the saw, taking care of one's physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. The author uses the story of a person who neglects his physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being to illustrate the importance of taking care of oneself. The book emphasizes the importance of developing these habits to become more effective both in personal and professional setting. The book is a step-by-step guide on how to implement these habits in one's life, and how it can help one's overall effectiveness in different aspects of life. The book also highlights how these habits work in synergy and become more powerful as you progress in implementing them. The author also states that it's a continuous process, and as you progress, you will have to keep working on these habits. Throughout the book, the author uses a wide range of examples, stories and exercises to illustrate the key principles of each habit, and how to apply them to improve one's personal and professional life. The book is based on research and the author's own experience and expertise, and it is a practical guide on how to effectively implement these habits in one's daily life to achieve personal and professional effectiveness. Here is a quick summary of some of the examples touched. 1. Habit 1, be proactive. The story of a man who was stuck in a dead-end job is used to illustrate the difference between being proactive and reactive. The story highlights how the main character, who initially felt stuck and helpless, began to take responsibility for his own actions and decisions, and eventually was able to make a change for the better. The story shows how proactive thinking and actions can lead to greater control over one's own life and the ability to shape one's own future. 2. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. The story of a successful businessman who spent time visualizing his ideal future before starting his own business, is used to illustrate the importance of having a clear sense of what one wants to achieve, and how envisioning the end goal can lead to greater focus and motivation in working towards it. 3. Habit 3, put first things first. The story of a college student who prioritizes his study schedule illustrates the importance of identifying the most important tasks and activities, and focusing on them above less important things. The story shows how this habit can lead to greater productivity and effectiveness in achieving one's goals. 4. Habit 4, think win-win. The example of 2 rival companies who found a way to collaborate and benefit each other illustrates the principle of win-win thinking. It shows how this habit can lead to mutually beneficial solutions to problems, where everyone wins. 5. Habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. The story of a couple who had communication breakdowns is used to illustrate the importance of understanding and being understood. It demonstrates how this habit can lead to more effective communication and stronger relationships. 6. Habit 6, Synergize, the story of a group of individuals who come together to form a successful team illustrates the power of synergy. It shows how this habit can lead to greater productivity, creativity, and success when working with others. 7. Habit 7, Sharpen the saw, the story of a person who neglects his physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being, illustrates the importance of taking care of oneself. It shows how this habit can lead to greater effectiveness and balance in all aspects of one's life.